I know what you're thinking. Rune, you've got a microphone. And I have. Please bear in mind what you're about to see is something I've recorded about 2 months ago from where we are at present day today. So I've gathered a lot of clips and I started clipping them up together, and I very, very quickly realized that I desperately needed a microphone. So I went out and bought that now, meaning that the first couple of videos that you're going to see will be without a microphone, and then over time it's going to change into a microphone. I might be dropping in occasionally with some elements where I'll be speaking on the microphone, which I hope is all right. However, I still hope that you are going to enjoy these episodes. In the first video here that we're seeing, there's going to be some windy noises outside, but hopefully we're not going to experience that too much in the future, because most of the work that we'll be doing is inside the house where there's no noises. But let's get going, enjoy the show, and just shoot your feedback in my direction. Cheers. Right, so I've just landed in my car and we're going to do something today that I've never tried before. We are going to drive out to the countryside where I have a property that will need to be renovated. I'm going to film and document the entire process, and I'm going to post it up here on YouTube. And I've actually already made a video that is giving you a quick intro to the property, and you can find the link to it right here. So I recommend you to go and see that if you haven't seen it already. However, we're going to drive out to the countryside now, but before we do that, there's a few orders of business that we need to get done first, because I'm sitting here in my normal jacket, without any gloves, without any normal working trousers or anything. So what we'll do is we'll go to a store, we're going to pick up some proper workwear, some proper trousers, some proper pants that I can use. And hopefully I'm also going to get some shoes very soon, so I don't have to work with my normal sneakers that I'm wearing on a day-to-day basis. But I hope that you are going to follow along the journey. It's going to be a very interesting one that will probably going to stretch over to the next 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 months. We are going to see how long it is. I've never tried renovating anything before, but I'm looking very much forward to jumping into it. All right, let's get going. Just a quick one from my side. We've just landed in a parking spot at a builder's merchant, and I need to go in there and buy some proper builder's working wear, because what I'm wearing right now and what I was intended to go out and do the work in is my normal winter jacket. It's a set of sweatpants. It's my regular daily shoes, and it's not really fit for the job that we're going out to do. So I think first order of business is to go and find some proper legs, like builder's legs. I don't know what you call it, DIY legs, that you can use, so you can have some tools and that kind of things. And I don't have a pair, so I'll go and find that. And then as for a jacket, I think my dad, the old one, he has one, so I think I can take one off his shoulder. I think he has an excess of jackets, so I think I'll snap one of him, and then we're ready to get started in the afternoon. First order of business is done. I've got some proper working legs, what do you call them, workwear pants, and went into the store. Brilliant experience. Asked to say I need to renovate something for the next 3 months and etc. Told them my story and said, what do you have in store? I've got a recommendation of what I should go and buy. And they say, oh, actually we've got something that's on sale. Do you want to have a look at that and see if we can find something that fits? And we found something that was a third of the price of what I expected to pay for it. So we're flying off to a good start. Now it's just to drive back to the countryside, and then we can get to see how big the job will be. Right, so the area that we're going to fix today is over here. As you can see, we've got that area right there, with a big pile of dirt laying around. We have been fixing the the entrance. Now you can see it's a bit snowy. Luckily, it's still on the plus side, meaning that we can do the digging. I wasn't aware of that pile of mud and stuff laying around there, so we need to have that one removed. And then what we'll dig out is we'll dig out a space round about from here going up here for about 3 feet, and then 13 feet the other way, 12 feet the other way, sorry, this way. And then there's a big square here where we can then have the trash cans. So we have, how many now? 4 trash cans. So that's one there, which is for bio, one there that's for anything in between, one here for metal, plastics, and one here for paper and cartons. And then we have these boxes here for dangerous goods, which is aerosols and batteries, etc, etc. But what I need to do is I need to give it a good clean up in this area first. After that's been sorted, we can mark it out where the stones will be, and after we've marked out that, we can put on some sand, and we can stamp it. So that will be the next order of business. In on the video, and what you're witnessing here in the background is me and my cousin Mikkel are trying to work out how much space that we should space out for the stones for the patio that we're going to lay beneath these bins that we're going to put up here in the courtyard or in the driveway into the house. And I think what we came to the conclusion was that we were going to put them down with 3.6 meters in a long row, and then 80 centimeters out from the wall. So we went out later this afternoon and bought roughly about, that must have been, now I need to do some calculation. It must have been 9 stones in that direction, so 18 stones in total, because all of the stones were 40 times 40 centimeters. We went out and picked those up at a later stage that very afternoon. But what you're about to see is that we're measuring it all up, and actually before we start doing that, we're going to call an expert, which is either my brother or my dad, and that's how we came to the conclusion of what we were to do, because we are throughout this entire process going to take some very, very good advices from my family or from other experts that I can get hold of in terms of what we are to do in this entire building. Skal vi ringe til en ekspert? Vi kan ringe til en ekspert. Erik Hansen. Vi kan også ringe til Mads Peter. So where we ended yesterday was you saw me and cousin Mikkel fixing the last bit of dirt, got that up into the trailer, went to the recycling site and dumped it off. Unfortunately, it had started getting dark, and therefore we couldn't really film too much more yesterday. But we carried on working, and as you can see, I got suited up by my dad, got a new jacket, so that was very good. It's kept me warm for yesterday. Today is raining a bit, but it should be alright. What we did after we dropped off the dirt was that we went to the builder's merchant and got the stones that you can see right over there. Got the stones there. I thought that we were going to buy 30 by 30, but we ended up buying 40 by 40. So it'll be 2 times 40 and then 9 stones making 3.6 meters, which will be in that square that you can see if I can point my finger right over there in that direction. Over there in that direction. There we go. Yeah. In order to do that, we had to drop some sand into the area. Unfortunately, I couldn't buy sand in a bulk size anywhere, so I had to go to the builder's merchant as well and get it back. And I went and dropped it off last night. So that's where we've left it off. And the final thing we did yesterday was that we also went and picked up I don't know what you call it, a stamper. That is hammering the gravel that we laid over there. So first order of business this morning is to unload the trailer that we have right there with all the elements that we got from yesterday, and then get started to work. So things took a bit of a turn, and we have actually finished the job, as you can see right here. My dad came around and helped me finishing up the job. Still have something to do out the front, but I'll get into that in a minute. But I got up here in the morning, made what I said just before, and got cracking with the job. And how we started working was that everything was absolutely sopping in water. So what I tried to do when I started to press everything down with that machine that you can see right here, meant that just water started coming up to the surface. So I found some gravel that I had laying out over here from when we've done the entranceway here earlier, and I tried to put some of that on top of it, and I had all the stones stacked up here on the left hand side. So my dad suggested to just try and lay them, and we tried laying them, and in all fairness, I'm not really happy with the result. As I imagined it back when I started, this was how I imagined it to be finished. But I know that this is not entirely level. I know that the water underneath this is completely sucking in water, and the reason why it is that because it's clay underneath here. In this area of Denmark, which is a bit annoying, but that's what it is. So what I then went on to do is I tried to secure them with these sort of like black elements that you can see, these edges that I have here, and then we just took some of the leftover stones and sort of just diverted them around here, and then we've tampered all of that down to the ground, which I'm now continuing on doing. My dad has left, so the plan is now to get rid of some of all these branches that have fallen from the trees above. Some very nice trees, but they're not mine, and they're hanging over my sort of property. The thing is, from my property, if I could take it, it's going from now we've covered it. I think it's right there. You can see there on my foot. There's that one. That's where my property starts, and then it goes in a straight line with the trees there. So it goes from here all the way up there, meaning that everything to the left of it is actually my neighbour's property, and that's where all the leaves are coming down. And I'm a bit afraid that over time it will affect the driveway that we've made here a bit. However, this is looking nice, it's looking good. This is how I envisioned it would look when I started, but I am deep down not too happy about how the basics of it is beneath it. Now it looks alright, and I'll be looking forward to seeing how it is in 6 months. One more thing that I want to do now that I'm out here is that you can see we've still done the digging here, and what we've done is we've secured the foundation of the house from the outside elements. Previously you could see a lot of water coming up from the ground, and that is because this is the lowest part where the house is sat. It's actually the lowest part of the entire area that the property is sitting on, and so you had a lot of moisture coming up from the ground, and we have fixed that now. We did that this summer, but we just never got around to finish the job. So what I want to do is I want to give this bit a good clean now, and then I'll drive over with these same stones that we have here, so it's going to be looking nice and steady. And I will jump into a time lapse of me doing it right now. Right, it's all done. We have moved all the trash bins over here, as you saw earlier, and I have now also brought in these smaller stones here to the very front, and I've tampered them down to the ground. I'm absolutely hammered. I've been working for 2 full days, and it's been a lot of heavy lifting. That's not good for someone that normally sits in an office, but I think it's good. It's good. I'm a young guy, so I'll recover, and then we'll be back again next weekend, where we'll do some stuff inside. One of the tenants just moved out, so I have quite a lot of things to do, so I need to renovate an entire apartment, so that'll be good fun. Cheers.